Hello everybody and welcome to episode 2 of the Let's Play series Lachlan Plays. My name is Lachlan and we'll be getting started again today with Isaac. Hopefully we can do a little bit better than yesterday, which I do believe we died on the chest, which I still consider to be a victory, but, you know, it's no beating Blue Baby. Which is our main goal here, besides the Dark Boy achievement, which I'm trying to get, which is the last thing I need before Platinum God. Got a cent here, which is nice. Not going to deal with that, not at this stage in the game. Got our shop there, which we can't afford to go into. We have no keys. And not enough coins to buy anything if we did. We have spiders here for the first enemies in the game, with fly spawners, which will drop into bombs, and treasure room here. Took some stupid damage against that spider, but it's not so much of an issue on the Cello 1. This guy proving not to be a problem. We'll leave that full heart there on the ground, as we have only lost a half heart so far. Into the treasure room, we have Demon Baby, which is a solid upgrade, which we're definitely not going to reroll, since I quite enjoy Demon Baby and the way that he functions. Especially if we get something like Brimstone, which doesn't allow us, well, will only allow us to fire when it's charging up. Demon Baby will fire anyway. So he's a great addition to our team, especially this early in the game. We will leave this key, or we'll leave the golden chest. We will definitely take the key, since that'll come in useful for the next level in regards to the treasure room and hopefully the shop. For our first boss here, we have the Widow, who tends to get the jump on me, but we do have that red heart sitting back there, so we'll be alright if we take 1.5 damage. Demon Baby is destroying today. I love Demon Baby. Don't want to pay 2 hearts for him in the Devil Rune deals though, since I find that's a bit of a rip-off. Pageant Boy would be useful this early in the game, but we will re-roll it looking for passives, and a range upgrade is not what I wanted, but our range isn't that great, so we will take it. It's not something to be too worried about on the first level, and that was a quick Cello 1, and we'll be down to the next level. And we have Basement 2. The fire taking care of some of those popcorn people there. Popcorn people being a term that I stole, I think, from Northern Lion. But I am butchering it here, or paraphrasing at least. We have our first pill of the game, and it is Luck Down. I am not feeling lucky today. Lust as well, hopefully we can get some virus out of this, or poison touch, whatever you'd like to call it. Demon Baby being our main damage dealer here. We did get the virus, which I'm extremely happy about. That'll help us out in the later levels, hopefully when we've traded all our red hearts for spirit hearts, using Guppy's Paw, or, you know, gathered them and sold them off using Devil Rune deals. Leap is here for the first time in the game. Do not enjoy their company whatsoever. Hopefully, yes, there we go, secret room right there. And a brown chest for our troubles with our second pill. And we have a range up. Got fairly decent range now, not going to have to worry about that for the rest of the game. And in our secret room we have an Eternal Heart, which is tempting to take now, considering that I don't know if we'll get another bomb. I think we will risk it, as in leaving it here for the time being, because I do believe we should be able to get one more bomb. But stranger things have happened. Getting a bit clusterfucked here, but not a problem. We'll take that Spirit Heart. I am sort of regretting leaving that Eternal Heart there for the moment. And these guys not a problem, since we can funnel them through this general area. Demon Baby will cut through them like a hot knife through butter. These guys, really bloody, but not too big of a problem. We'll take care of the poop because my OCD is getting to me. And we'll check out the treasure room with our 1 remaining key. Glad we took that in the last level. Kamikaze, not what I wanted, but we will take it to get out of the rotation. We could use this to go back and get our Eternal Heart, which I actually think we might, which is fairly risky considering that it will take a Spirit Heart from us. But we do have a Spirit Heart, and I'm not expecting to take too much damage on this Basement 2 level. So we will go back and re-roll the Kamikaze, since I really do not like it. I know from, I think, Northern Lion's video with Edmund McMillan, that he quite enjoys these items. I disagree. D20 will be extremely useful if we can get possibly a secret room with 9 coins, which I can use to great effect. I love rolling with the D6 and the D20. I've had some fantastic times with it, just, rolling and rolling and rolling until I get undefined. There's our bomb, which I wanted before. We won't get another roll for the secret room here, for the boss room items, because I have a bad habit of not thinking about that. Hopefully we'll get the Steven upgrade here, but Little Steve is also a fantastic upgrade. It'll sync up well with Demon Baby. Didn't want to take some damage there. A little bit afraid. No, we lost our Eternal Heart. I am kind of pissed now, especially considering we got that second bomb. I have nothing to say about that. Didn't get a Devil reveal, which I'm not surprised about. We will take Little Steve as he fires homing shots. We now have a decent powered familiar team here. We will go check out, or we will go grab the D20 here and hopefully test for a secret room in that little horseshoe bit there. Looking for possibly 9 coins so we can make use of this D20. And I was correct. Probably could have used it there, but this is exactly what I wanted. We'll see if we can get more coins out of this fire, and we'll re-roll. Alright, love me some D20 action. Too bad we couldn't get another charge for it, but the pills will make use of it, and we will have enough coins to go to the shop, which is extremely lucky for us. So we will test out these pills first. I haven't had that one yet. I think I've had this one. Yeah, so we'll take this one first, since we know what it is. And a bombs or key pill, which didn't do much for us. So we will go back and grab our D6, as we will be rolling with that for as long as we can. I don't like to give it up unless it's for something like the nail, and even then it has to be a specific situation. So we will head up to the shop now, because we do have a key and we have tons of coins. And blue candle would be nice, but I think we are going to leave it here for the time being. We will, however, grab this key, since we have lots of money at the moment. I don't want to fight greed eventually. And we will grab this bomb too, since I think we will need it. And we'll head on down to the next level. I'm a little bit sore about that Eternal Heart that we lost, but it shouldn't be too much of a problem in the long run. Especially since most of the devil deals come in 2 hearts and 1 heart variants, or from my experience. And we're down on the Caves 1. These guys always wondered why they had a health bar, but now I understand that Blastocyst bosses are actually bosses. Got a Spirit Heart there for our troubles, and we will probably make use of that blood bank later, since I like to pump those with the blood bag and the IV bags if I've got a D20 around. But we won't be getting the D20 again because I picked it up before, so we had our chance. So some stupid damage against those meat bags there, and we got some flying heads here for the first time in the game. These guys always a bit of a sore spot for me. For some reason, I can't sync up well with their timing. I've been mainlining coffee for the last couple of days just to stay awake. It's been a rough couple of days. Got a blue rock here, and these slime bags for the first time in the game. Shouldn't be an issue whatsoever, especially since we've got our Little Steve and Demon Baby combo here. We will use one of our bombs that we picked up in the shop before, well, the blue rock, to get the little rock, or the small rock rather. That's a damage upgrade, which I am glad we took, because we're a little bit sore on the damage side. And our brown chest has a half heart and a coin. We will head on into our boss fight now, since we do have a charge on our D6, to fight Peep. And there's a blue rock here as well. We are slicing through Peep here. I don't know if he has much of a chance. His eyes will pop out, and they've always been a sore spot for me because I can't pay attention to them. But hopefully we shouldn't be around long enough to be hit by them. And a little bit of dodging here, but still not an issue. Peep is one of the easier bosses to fight in the caves. As I say that, I take damage. And that's done. We have a speed upgrade here from the wooden spoon. I remember when I got a speed upgrade from a wooden spoon a couple of years back when I was a kid. And we have a blue rock here with a key, no spirit heart, which is a bit annoying. Still have charge on our D6 though, so we will head to the treasure room or the shops right away. Instead we fight Sloth. Sloth shouldn't be an issue either. He will go down real quick and hopefully won't take any damage either. Yep, didn't take any damage, won't take that full red heart since we only lost a half heart so far, and we'll take our chariot card with us. Would like a couple of bombs, see if we can test out for a secret room. But if not, not going to cry about it. There's our bomb that we could use, but we can't get unless we have a bomb flying on the ladder, which I'm hoping for at least one of those. But hopefully more than a bomb, considering it'll cost us a bomb to get in there. And we'll head on out and find a couple more of these red slimy dudes, which I did mention last time, you can farm for items or health back using Charm of the Vampire. We will head into this. We'll save that. Yes, we'll save that, the world card, and we will use a chariot card to gain free entry into the torture room here for Dead Cat. If I had some bombs, I would farm the bosses here, but I don't have any bombs to kill myself with. So I'm just going to re-roll it, hopefully for a devil room item, maybe Brimstone Mom's Knife, and we get Spirit of the Night. So we'll be able to leave this room without taking damage. I love Spirit of the Night. Actually, we will take damage because I forgot how it works. We should have used it on the way in. But we will take our world card. And Spirit of the Night is a fantastic upgrade since we get flying and the spectral tears. We'll be able to grab that bomb, which I was talking about before. And we'll try and find our treasure room and our shop. This room wouldn't be too hard without flying, but it's incredibly easy with flying. And we also have our shop up here, which we will gain access to since we have 29 coins. I'm expecting greed at some point in this run, since we have had it fairly decent so far. Book of Revs instead. And we will leave that, since not much use to me at the moment, except to get it out of the library rotation, so we can use the library as a double item room. But it's not worth 15 coins to me at the moment, just for one spirit heart. The treasure room, however, will be a much better option. We won't get another reroll here, which is a sore spot for me. But we already have fought the bosses and didn't get a devil deal. Hopefully looking for a deal with the angel at some point, since we haven't taken a deal with the devil yet. And in our treasure room, we have the odd mushroom, which is a damage up and a health upgrade, which makes up for the fact that we lost one last level in that Eternal Heart. We'll take our normal heart there, and we will test for a secret room here. I was correct, which is always nice. We will spend some coins here, hopefully get some spirit hearts or some decent trinkets, since we do not have any trinkets at the moment. Looking for possibly a flat penny, always looking for cancer, which is a little strange. Don't like to say that too often. But doesn't look like we're getting anything at the moment. We will gamble down to 20 coins, just so we can say we tried. We won't even blow this one up. Got a tarot card here, Justice. Do love me some Justice cards, except when they spawn live bombs, but that did not happen this time. Did get a heart, which is always pleasant. And one more coin, and we will get from this fortune telling machine nothing. So we'll head on down to our next level, taking the levels fairly quickly here. We will spend the rest of the hearts that we found in this level on the blood bank, hopefully to make it explode. We have a half heart there, and we'll check up in the boss room, see if we have any hearts. Nope. We have one full heart from there and there, and 2 full hearts. So we will go back and we will spend 2 full hearts on that blood bank, just so we can get back up to full health afterwards, because if we don't get back up to full health, the challenge rooms won't spawn. And, oh, there's a blood bank right there. Only took 3 hits from the blood machine, and extremely happy about that, because it's also a speed up, which was a little bit of a sore spot for us. However, everything is coming up Millhouse today. And we're down to the caves too. Just take a drink of my coffee here. the black lifeblood of creativity. And we'll head north to find some slime dudes. With flying, this is incredibly easy since they can't even damage us, and we can sit here and pound on them like I pounded on your mother last night. A couple of coins here from the brown chest. I'm sorry, your mother is a lovely lady. Please don't beat me up, or find me, or kill me. You know, usual stuff. Found our challenge room here, which we did gain access to since we left the last level with full hearts. Troll bomb here. First one of the game, I believe. We will pop our world card since we found another tarot card here, and it's another world card, so we will carry that to the next level and check out our challenge room. Brown chest doesn't interest me at the moment, may use it later for a charge for our D6, and I will head to the treasure room since we have a charge already. Got another pill here, which we don't even have to worry about the spikes at this point, and it's a tele pills. Okay. This room, not too hard. Do have to watch out because these guys do change directions at points, but not an issue. Got another bomb for our troubles, and we will actually go to the boss room here since we have a charge for our D6, and that's important to keep hold of. We will use the rocks in this fight since we have Spirit of the Night, and that's a solid strategy not taking damage in this fight since they can't hop over the rocks. And I always take damage in this fight because there's far too much going on for my puny little 8 brain to understand. Not spirit heart. Silkworms, not an issue. Hopefully we get a deal here with the devil. Yes, we did. We will take the coat hanger as it'll give us a tears up. Tears going fairly quick at the moment, and our deal with the devil has the pact and the razor blade. So we will take the pact, since I do enjoy the pact. It's damage up and some spirit hearts, and we will re-roll the razor blade for Guppy's tail, and that does not interest me at the moment. If we had another Guppy's item, such as Guppy's head, we probably would take it just so we could be one step closer to Guppy, even though the flying wouldn't do us much good at this point. The infestation and mulligan would do fantastic for us, especially if we got technology too, since that is just a lethal combination. Another range uphill there, since we don't have enough range. Just wait, we'll get all these range up hills and we'll get something like Brimstone, and we will just, have no use for our range. Gonna check out the secret room here we found with the world card for 15 coins. Do enjoy finding a dime in these rooms. We'll put out the fire here since I am a greedy bastard and want for one more coin, or a red heart to use later. But we did get a coin there. And we'll head on over to our treasure room. Almost have another charge for our D6, which I always like to see. Demon Judgment here. We will not be taking advantage of him, since he has nothing that I want. Actually, he has everything that I want, but I want to hold on to my red hearts more. Got a coin for our troubles, and we're going to head into the treasure room for the hourglass, which is useless to me. So we will take that to get it out of the rotation, put it back down, and we will continue on after we re-roll it, actually. So we'll do that and re-roll it for Rainbow Baby. Having a familiar heavy run here. Hopefully we will be able to get the Dark Boy achievement, which I'm always looking out for. And we'll be one step closer to Platinum God. Actually, I think that might be our last step. I don't know if I have to re-beat the chest with Maggie to properly unlock Maggie's faith, because I have had it before as far as I know. Another range uphill here. Heavy on the range, heavy on the familiars. And these dudes, the fast variant, which we will just hide over here on this gap since they can't get to us. Another easy room, and a nickel for our troubles. My guess is we'll get greed in here. So we will go over here first, just to get a charge for our D6, hopefully from this empty room. And then we'll head on back to the shop, because I forgot about our charges. But I am expecting greed, since we do have 56 coins, and I'm fairly sure he appears more often if you have more coins. I think it's over 40. So, yeah, definitely expecting greed. And be there momentarily. I am considering gambling for a little bit, considering we have 56 coins, and I would like some fly love. Didn't get the devil here, did however get the ladder, which is useless to us, so I will re-roll that for the compass and definitely pick that up. Considering we have our world cards at the moment, we won't need it as much, but it is still useful. We'll see if we can gamble for some fly love here. We did get a lockdown kill earlier, so this may take a little bit. Not going to spend all our cash here, since there's still 2 more shops. Temperance card is useful to us, since there's our fly love. Feeling lucky. It's all coming up Millhouse. We'll take that world card with us. Actually, I don't mind if we do leave that world card, because I think Temperance will be more useful to us on the next level, as we have the compass already, and I'm fairly decent at finding my way around. So we'll take a Temperance card there. And gamble down to 30 coins, just for Spirit Hearts. Since our health is a little bit of a sore spot for us. So we'll leave that there for now, and continue on. Down to the next level. We may grab our hearts that were down here, just see how much we have, so we can pump that blood machine. Because I would like another speed up and another health upgrade. Because if we come up against a devil room or devil deal, we will be able to take 2 items at 2 hearts each. So there is a full heart there and a half heart there, so we will go back up and spend a heart and a half at that blood bag. And hopefully get the blood bag, hopefully not the IV bag, because that would be fairly useless to us at the moment. So here we are again, we will drop some hearts and make it rain on that bitch. And we get naught. I will spend 1 more heart here, since we do have enough spirit hearts to make it look like we have full health. And we do get a dime out of that, which is good for us. So we'll do that and we'll head on down to the next level, which I think is Necropolis 1. We are fairly close to the mum fight already. Hoping to get to... I'm fairly sure we can take care of Isaac with this run. Maybe if we get a pentagram or something else, just to increase our chances. But we should be alright. Let's take a sip of my coffee here. Oh, sweet mother of God. Curse of darkness. Head north here, since we have no idea where we're going at this point. These guys can prove to be a little bit horrible when you don't have fly love, and there's like a ton of them there. We'll check out this locked door for the battery, which we will definitely take. That'll recharge our items every room, or I think every 15 seconds. I don't think our world card would have helped us here either. Neither does our compass, but you know, that's how it goes. This room is a pain in the butt if you don't have Spirit of the Night. And these guys, just in general, are one of my worst enemies, since I cannot figure out where the masters are going. Take care of that whole fireplace there. These guys, quite easy to fly up. Do have to watch out for when you get rid of all the flies and they're down to the big explodey flies. They do travel slower, but they will still explode your ass if you get close. That guy didn't actually spawn into one, which is always pleasant. Troll bomb there for our trouble, because we didn't get enough bomb flies in that room. These guys making their first appearance for the game. Also another room which my puny little monkey/reptile brain cannot understand half the time. Which is one of the reasons why I don't have the Dark Boy achievement. Just gonna keep on rolling here. If it happens, it happens. Gonna drop some coins on Judgment and make it rain. Hopefully he gives us Nun's Habit, anything like that. We'll take a HP upgrade. That does not happen often. Now we have a ball sack hanging from our neck. There's our boss fight. I don't think we've taken any damage yet, which is nice, so we won't go into that torture room just in case. If we do take damage on this boss fight here, we will go back to that room, which is a distinct possibility, but if we don't take damage, we will be heading up to the next level, or after we find the treasure room. No, we took damage, so everything is on to us. We will go back to that treasure room, we will use blood bags, we will take this health up again. Health is not becoming an issue anymore, so we'll head on down here for only a half heart of damage. So we did gain a half a Spirit Heart there, considering it only cost us a half Spirit Heart to get in, and we get a full one while we're in there. Gamble here, because I like our coins to sit on 25. Leave that for now, and we'll head on off to find our treasure room, and then head off to the next level. Since we already found our shop, we got the battery, which is a nice upgrade, especially if you get X-ray specs, since you can use it to farm a room for unlimited item power, unless they patch that, because I don't tend to use that too much. The battery is a fairly rare thing to find in the shop in my game, for some reason. Or maybe it's just the one I play, because I think the items you get are based on a random number generated by the system clock, as far as I can tell from watching Green 1990 and Zen and Cyrene. Both fantastic guys who I would hope to do some stuff with eventually. If it happens, it happens. But big fans of those guys and their head-to-head series. Isaac's head here, which we will take since we have no other familiar at the moment. So we've got our little army of familiars here, doing a fair amount of damage. Headless Horseman here, he should kill himself, but he will give us some damage first. There we go. A pill we haven't had before, and I'm guessing it's Balls of Steel. Health up. That would have eliminated our chances in getting the Dark Boy achievement, since getting a health up pill apparently counts as damage. This room is considerably easier because we can fly, and our treasure room here has Peeper's Eye, which we will take since we're on a bit of a Peeper. Since we're on a bit of a familiar kick today. And I don't think that the Peeper knocks away our bombs. But I don't know. So we will go into our gauntlet room here for a gold chest. Since we are rolling in keys, we will grab this for one single tarot card, regretting my decision now, unless it's a sun card. But we do have our Temperance card here that we will hopefully be able to use and pump for a blood bag. Oh, sorry, pump for a blood bag. This guy's taken out. Oh, Knights for the first time in the game. Not too hard today, especially with our current loadout. Would still like Polyphemus or something like that. Magician, totally not worth it for one key and all that fight we just had. We will leave Isaac's head for the moment and take the fish head, since I do enjoy the fish head's company, and head on over. We have lost an eye due to the Peeper, which makes Isaac look a bit crazy at the moment. He's having quite a bad day. We'll grab our half heart there. I don't think there's any more red hearts on the ground, at least up here. We'll leave that. No, we put one coin into that, so we're sitting on 25 coins. Got a red heart for our trouble. Alright. We'll head on down to Necropolis 2 for our mum fight. And hopefully that'll be over and done with quick, because it's one of the less enjoyable fights of the game. We'll spend a bomb here, hopefully for a Spirit Heart. I've got a key instead. Not a bad trade whatsoever. We will not pop our Temperance card, because I don't think that is worth a heart and a half. But, could be wrong. So we'll head on down to the depths 2. So, Curse of Darkness again. Alright. Here we go. Larry Jr. here. Still no problem. One of the easier bosses to fight in the game. I do like finding the blue variants, it will drop us a Spirit Heart. We have our treasure room and our shop here. Book of Sin, not worth it to me at all, so we will re-roll that after we use it once. Get out of the rotation. Re-roll it for the Mitre, which is fantastic. That'll increase our Spirit Heart drop rate. And in our shop, we have Bumfriend, and screw that guy. He ruins all my D20 runs. It's kind of tempting, but I'm sure we can re-roll it, hopefully for the Nun's Habit. We'll, however, take the Spirit Heart, since I am greedy. And we'll head on down, hopefully, to our boss fight now. I'm looking for a library. I'm finding a bit of frame rate issues here. May have to redo the video again. This has been a problem for me. I We'll be doing a bit of troubleshooting in the next couple of days to find out why this is happening, but I'll be right back. Alright, and we are back. Sorry about that, I had some minor issues with Fraps. Still trying to work out the whole recording situation since I've been a bit away from the video recording scene over the last couple of years. So I did take a couple of Spirit Hearts of damage there, just trying to figure it out, since I was getting about 1 or 2 frames a second there. We will be heading back into the game, hopefully to take out these screaming kitties. There we go. So I did take a couple of Spirit Hearts damage there, which is not my fault, but, you know, what am I gonna do? Gotta work out these recording kinks. Hopefully that will come with time. Thank you for your patience. Guts for the first time in the game, always, or never an issue, considering that they have predetermined paths. Especially since we can fly. Double Larry Juniors here. Also not an issue. And the Guts found our boss room as well, which I don't think we'll go into yet, considering we won't be able to leave. So we will go and find our other rooms, because I can't remember if we found the treasure room or the shop yet. Found Pride though. Pride should be easy. Much better than Envy. Envy tends to take far too long, and I always take damage. The Lover's card, nah, why not? Get rid of this Temperance card, and pop some hearts up in this bitch, and make it rain. For an IV bag, great. So we will just do this for the time being. You can use the IV bag twice for every half heart. Most people, or the people I've met, don't know this and tend to use it once and think it is a garbage item, but I think that it is a fairly decent item in the right situation. Looks like we have gone to the treasure room, and we will head on down to the mom fight. Unless I haven't been to the shop. Have we been to the shop? Yeah, the shop was up here. What am I talking about? We picked up the battery, but we will re-roll Bum Friend, since I want the Mum's Trinket Purse, or Mum's Purse, for 2 trinkets. Very happy about that, since it'll allow us to continue using the fortune-telling machines into the late game to pick up 2 trinkets, including the Polaroid. So hopefully we can get a Polaroid and, say, Cancer upgrade, and that will make us super powerful. We are heading into the mum fight here, and hopefully she will go down like every other enemy at my bloody tears, or by my bloody tears. The Peapod will be doing a little bit of damage here as well for us. Doing fairly well so far. Mum's down to half health at the 15-second mark. Yeah. Still proving not to be a problem, especially it's not even Red Mum. Red Mum tends to be a lot easier. She's a bit quicker, but she was able to get into a pattern which you can use with her foot. Sort of like how you can do it with a Control 2. You get a health upgrade here, and the Polaroid, which we need to take. So we will take the health upgrade too, and head on down to the first floor of either the womb or utero. And we have utero 1, so we will be taking full hearts of damage as far as I know. But considering that, we will still go to the torture room, which is to our southeast. Spirit heart there that we can gain access to with our flying. Are looking a little bit like some sort of freaky variant of Frankenstein here with our bolts from the battery. And we'll head on over to the torture room still. Gish there for the first time in the game. Would do like Little Gish that we get from fighting Big Gish, because he has a good slowing effect. We will abuse the rocks here, since... What? Come on. I didn't know they could do that. Hearts and masks. Always a pain in my rectum. But they will die like all the rest. Peeper doing its first kill there for the game, as far as I can see. Eye lasers. Not usually a problem if you start on the opposite side of the room and or are quick enough. Straw bomb there, trying to fuck with us, but that's not going to happen. Heading into our torture room for a straw bomb, which I do not enjoy. We're down to our red hearts for the first time in what seems like a long time, and we will head on up to our boss, because I don't want to hang around all day. Doesn't look like there's much for me here. I will eventually do runs where I hit every single room, since that is what I've been doing for the last couple, or pretty much every time I've ever played. We will use Demon Baby here, because that guy cannot hurt us. Red Nubs as well. Haven't seen them in a little while. Got our maggots here. Or our worms, or whatever Mum's got going on in her uterus. And we'll head on to our first fight, which is the Teratoma, which is something we don't see every once in a while, or only see every once in a while. We will abuse it like we will the fistula by climbing onto the rocks. It can damage us anyway. The spiders, however, can't hit us. Should be a quick fight anyway, since we are cutting through enemies like a hot knife through butter. That'll be Demon Baby and Rainbow Baby and Little Steve, plus Tears with the damage upgrade. Did get stem cells here, which is always a fantastic upgrade, since it's health. Or is it? It's 1 health or it's 2 health, I can't remember. Anyway, head on down to the next fort, as that was a very quick Utero 1. Heading up to Utero 2, because the game hates us, we will head up to the torture room and then straight down to the boss, because gambling doesn't interest me in the slightest at the moment. We'll take this gold chest. Do have to watch out for our keys, since we will be heading up to Cathedral and then hopefully the chest after that. Another Spirit Heart, which we saw that exact same room last time. Those guys, for the first time in the game, not too much of an issue. Do worry a little bit that each of their shots will do a full heart of damage. Went the wrong way for our torture room, so we will head back down this way. And find our junction for the boss, I think, hopefully far ahead. Not far ahead, a little bit further ahead. 2 keys here for our trouble. Not too worried about our key situation now. Eye lasers plus our evil twin, which we did manage to take out by accident. I think that was little Steve there. And here's our twin again, which we will let Demon Baby take care of. Always a fantastic upgrade. And the Peep are doing some damage there too. Got a Spirit Heart for our troubles. And we got the Brimstone Eyes. Spirit Heart as well. We are rolling in Spirit Hearts thanks to the Mitre. And a brown chest with a key and a bomb. We will check out our torture room with a red chest for 2 troll bombs. Not happy about that. Not happy at all, Jan. We will also check out our secret room here, because I've been a little bit lax in regards to them so far. And I was wrong about the secret room position. We will check here for the secret room as well, since we are rolling in bombs at the moment. I was correct on my second try. We will take all of these coins, even though they're not extremely useful for us. We will hopefully use them on the Cathedral or a Fortune Teller or something like that. Get some Spirit Hearts. Have used that to great effect in some of my previous games to basically save myself. Especially if a full health pill will spawn. We'll use Demon Baby to take care of this guy before I even bother with the guts, since I will take some stupid damage. Also, if anybody knows what was going on with the craps thing there, if it's giant file size, if it's just my computer being crap, send us a message or leave a comment. Because I would love to not have to join videos at the end and have to render things separately. Because it is a pain and it takes forever. And I am not a busy man. I am not a busy man. Not the best way to take care of that room there, but still got it done. Coin there for our troubles, which we cannot use. We are saving for our retirement here at the moment. Hopefully we will gamble it all in Vegas like some Floridians. Did take some damage there. Not sure why I didn't dodge onto that rock. Where'd he go? There he is. And we're already at our It Lives fight. Extremely happy about that. Been a fairly quick video so far. Shouldn't be a problem considering our current loadout. But things have gone wrong before. Doing enough damage to take out these eyes in one rotation. And Mum will spawn her leeches here. I sure do hope that your mother doesn't have leeches in her womb. Monster here for the first time. I think this is going to go fairly quick, but we will probably get shops being spawned, since we are not doing ridiculously well. We're not completely overpowered. Larry Jr. here, always, or never an issue rather. And the eye lasers, which I don't think usually spawn at this time. And we have our knight. We took out the hard one first, got a pill, which we will try and avoid to the end of the fight, since I don't want to get Zelded. And by Zelded, I mean I will lift up the pill and an enemy will run into me while I'm lifting it up. which I really think should be a moment of invincibility, but people like me would have used the shit out of that. I've got the Duke of Flies here, which is especially not a problem considering we have the Fly Love. Little Chub here. Didn't realize there was 2 maggots there. Silkworms, whatever you want to call them. Being fairly tanky today, Chub. And there he is, bleeding from his eyes like he always does. That poor bastard. I almost feel sorry for him sometimes, except when I don't. Rainbow Baby chucking out some little fish shots there. Also got some flies jumping at us from the fish head since we took a bit of damage. Those other flies, not a problem, we have Fly Love. The maggots gonna jump at us real quick, but we should be okay. And that was fairly easy. Didn't lose a lot of health there. Still have this pill, which we will try and take before we get into the limelight. And it's telepills, so we will... I think we're gonna head to the torch room first, and then we'll pop our telepills, hoping to get closer to our boss room. So we'll head down here for a easy room, or an empty room rather, and an easy path to our torch room. I think we have double Gemini, I think it is, or maybe Gemini is the green one. I don't know. Some sort of abomination from my mother's womb. Still doing a fair amount of damage here. Not overpowered. Still requiring a little bit of skill here. Cursed Skull, which we will leave there since I don't like to use that unless I'm abusing the Scapula with the Blue Baby. And we have 2 pills. Health up. And another health up. It's all coming up Millhouse. We will teleport out of here to save us some damage. To a... Pestilence, I think it is? I'm terrible with names. All I know is the sound of him dying. And him exploding me sometimes. Didn't get too far with our telepills. We'll head east here, considering I think I know the way. I'm here. I've been rolling in cash today. Probably will get greed on the chest, which I see as being a distinct possibility at this point, considering our current situation. I don't think Isaac will be that big of an issue, unless we get the shit exploded out of us with these bomb leeches. Which we did take a little bit of damage, but I don't think it's that big of a problem. We will do one more room just to check out what the Gauntlet room has in store for us. Double Sloth may get a bit complicated, but we should be able to handle it easily. I would like a speed up, however, considering I think that our dodging ability would be... or it would be beneficial to our dodging ability. Let's get a tarot card from that. Not expecting anything major. Got the Chariot, however, which will be useful later on in the either the Isaac fight or the Blue Baby fight, considering the angel fetuses that spawn. If I feel a little bit worried about the Isaac fight, I will pop the Chariot card, but other than that, it should be a fairly easy fight. Let's see how we go. You take damage there immediately. Isaac's fire rate is intense, considering with the amount of damage we were putting onto him. And getting a little bit worried now, but I do consider any run which I beat Isaac to be a success, since we will be getting 4 items from the chest. I consider that to be our reward. I do enjoy the chest. I think it's a fantastic addition to the game. I don't like the fact you need to Polaroid to get there every time, since it makes running with Guppy's Paw a distinct, well, a strategy that you almost need to employ. I'm taking a fair amount of damage here. I'm kind of worried. We'll be popping the Chariot card as soon as he spawns those angels, or we get down to 1 heart. And by angels, I mean screaming kitties, because they sound like screaming kitties. Dodging, getting a little bit better here. He's into his 3rd stage. And we will pop that Chariot card and just pound on him like I pound on your mother. Not doing too well. Probably could have used the Chariot card to better effect, considering the amount of angels he has spawned so far. A little bit worried. We'll get our poison touch on that. No! Oh, that hurts so bad. Oh my god. Sorry guys, just couldn't pull it off. It was either the damage we were doing, which I probably would have benefited from a pentagram or something like that, Probably would have also benefited from a tier effect, such as the freezing effect. Also could have benefited from being better at the game in general. Thank you for joining me on the second episode of this Lachlan Plays The Binding of Isaac. If you liked this, leave a comment. If you really liked it, favorite it. If you really, really liked it and like to see more, or just like to see more in general, because I'll be doing a whole bunch of games, some roguelikes, some of my favorite games, probably a whole bunch of other games, and I probably might start reviewing some things at some point. Thank you for joining me today, and I will catch you next time.